Hi guys, how are you? Tell me if you can hear me, because sometimes you can't. Okay, so let's get started. Breathing, yeah, I'm still breathing. Okay, so it's Friday, regular AMA. You know the drill. There is maybe some new people here, but I'm not so sure. So maybe starting from like next week, we'll have more people because finally we're gonna start this like massive campaign around Unit Zero and the Units network. So next week the airdrop will start. I promise. I promised that it will start this week, but there is like a lot of moving pieces. Like there is a smart contract for the airdrop. There is a new website which is under construction. A lot of other things. So it should all come together. But it will next week. So next week we will start this like massive airdrop, which is gonna take like almost 2 months, I think, and should really increase the number of members in our community and bring more people from outside. So this is what we're gonna do. So for now, we are like, we have our closely knit circle of friends, but it's okay. So let's just get started, and we'll have some contest as usual. Yeah, so everything that we do today as well. So what is happening now? We have launched the testnet for Waves 1.5, which is amazing. Why? Because it contains everything we need to launch Waves 2.0. At least it's like its part which relates to units ecosystem of different sidechains, L2 sidechains. So there is some like preliminary stuff we need to do, and it is implemented in Waves 1.5, which is now on testnet. If you're like more technically minded, you can check it out. Maybe you can install a node. You can help us test it. Help you. Yeah. So this is important, guys. Yeah, so this is an important thing. Waves 2.0 will launch according to schedule, Q1 next year. And I think we have finished all the preliminary things. We need to update some features, and it's done now. And on testnet, mainnet release will happen around beginning of January, and right after that, 2.0, which is nice. And what is starting to happen now, since we are launching 2.0, as you know, or maybe you don't know, it will be like mined the token. Now the token will be called Unit Zero. This is going to be the first token in the ecosystem. This is going to be the first chain, the first side chain to the current base chain, which is Waves. And to get this token, you need some like transitionary token, which is called L2MP. This is the mining token of the new network. And who gets it? People who convert from XTN, including locked liquidity on Virus. We know this problem. We are still struggling, but we're moving forward with it. And basically, we're working on some other use cases, for example, Surf, because a lot of people ask about Surf. I think this is a good way to resolve this problem, to also allow swap holders to swap it into LTMP. But there is some like caveats here, yeah? So you will be able to swap your locked liquidity on Virus without any restrictions to LTMP only, I think, for a month and a half. After that, you'll be able to get XTN, as you do now, from Virus, and swap it into L2MP. So if you are serious about participating in this, if you think that this project is good, and we will try to convince you during the next 2 months, that it's good actually. I think you should carry a little because the time is running out. Only 1 month and a half to go, and on top of like this ability to withdraw it all in one shot, into LP, you also get a very high APY because there is staking interest, which is like 200% now. So you will increase your holdings by almost 10% in 1 month, or like something like that. So it's a very lucrative offer, in my opinion. I don't insist that you basically swap everything. You should diversify, guys. But it really does make sense, in my opinion. So think about it. And swap is available on Virus directly. You just need to log into your Virus account, and you'll see it there. And this is like also interesting because we start the promotion of the upcoming network L2MP price, which is low now, and a lot of people complain, but it doesn't matter. The price doesn't matter now because this token is like some kind of like a transitionary token. It's like a placeholder, but it will start to grow as well because the staking will be over and people won't be able to withdraw their liquidity from Virus in one shot soon. So the price will go up closer to the launch. So it really does make sense to do it now. And we are starting marketing campaign, which will drop locked L2MP to participants. They won't be able to sell. They will be able to sell only after the network has launched. Yes, so this is about the most important thing, our base layer waves. What's happening on top of waves? Some like fun stuff, for example, PEAT token. But so anything that happens like in terms of like some meme coins have some maybe deeper meaning on waves at least. So what we try to do with PEAT, we try to test new features actually, and the feature that we have implemented recently is asymmetrical fees on WX.network. What it means, basically, it means that you can buy PEAT for free, but selling PEAT is charged with 10% fee, which is burnt, and half of it is burnt and half of it is sent to stakers. So this should actually burn PEAT very fast, reduce its supply, and you have those milestones. So users, traders who trade PEAT at a certain price, like 50 cents, they get 1% of all trading fees forever in an NFT. So they get an NFT, they stake it, and they get 1% of trading fees forever. So there is some like buying pressure, and the supply is being gradually reduced because the fee for selling is high. So PEAT will fly. It's not an investment advice because this is just a fun game, fun trading game. But it allows us to test different things. And to make things more like fun, we have announced a trading competition. The traders, like top 3 traders with the most volume until Christmas, until the end of December, will get 3%, 2%, and 1% of all the trading fees of PEAT forever and ever, basically in eternity. Yeah, it's like from here to eternity, basically. Yeah. So participate. Remember that you can buy PEAT for free, so you don't have to sell. You can just generate those like volumes by just buying PEAT without selling, just holding it. Just buy and win like 3% of trading fees, which if like PEAT will last, I think, for a couple of years, guys. And it's not my like projection because check out the other big meme coins. PEAT is not big yet, but check out the big meme coins. For example, Pepe or Floki or something else. They're not like gone immediately. So there is like different cycles, and they last for years because they have a community around them. So PEAT is gonna last. And it means that Pete's fees are not gonna disappear. So it makes sense to participate, and Pete is not it's not going away. It's just starting, guys, because it's a long-term thing. Long-term, it's just not some pump and dump coin. Everybody on Waves has this coin now because it was airdropped, and a lot of Pete's were given away. I basically maybe have 20,000 Pete because I gave everything away. So it basically belongs to you, and you can do whatever you want with it. I recommend it to buy and then sell at a higher price. So that's it. Participate in this competition. It really makes sense. Yes, and community is the most important thing, and we have to grow it and have to promote ourselves. So there has to be some self-perpetuating vehicle, marketing vehicle to make our community grow bigger. So for that we have Ambassador DAO, and it has been running for just 1 month. And the settlement in this DAO, KPI settlement, you know how Power Protocol works, is on Monday. And new members will be able to join. And I think we will try to attract more people by airdropping some locked power. It's going to be locked, so people can't sell it. But we will try to bring more people to this idea of basically participating consistently in marketing efforts and being rewarded for it. Because how Ambassador DAO works, you stake Power token there and you get 10% monthly on your staked Power tokens for basically completing some easy tasks like retweets and such. So it's not complicated. And it will be this idea will be enhanced. Maybe you will get something else, some more power for doing more complicated stuff. And we will have influencers in this as well. So some people will get more power than other people because it will be more important in terms of outreach and exposure. So, but we are starting, and the test run I think was pretty good. We have to do the settlement, of course. We have to see who basically completed the task and who just slacked off. But it's going to be done on Monday. And after that, you will be able to join the DAO again. And I think that the next run will be more efficient. It's not going to be a test run. It's going to be a proper run. And we want to decentralize everything on Waves, including marketing. So the settlement will be next week. And next week, if you want to participate, if you want to promote Waves, and for some reason you didn't join the Ambassador DAO yet, do it next week. And there is a lot of developments around DAOs now. Virus DAO, Numeris DAO that I announced hasn't gotten the needed reserves in its treasury yet. So I explained this idea. You can still participate. We are basically relaunching Virus in a different shape as a fixed interest rate protocol. There is some XTN, which is needed for development. But basically, people who have Virus token don't have to do anything because they will get Power tokens for free. So check it out. This will launch sooner or later. The sooner the better. So I think because this is a good idea in my opinion, and I think there is some kind of bull run happening right now. I think it's a good moment to launch new projects. Also, there is some community activity. There is a proposal to launch a protocol with liquid power staking when you don't have to buy power and lock it. You can just use the power locked in a contract through using old Waves token, which is called WCT, Waves Community Token, which is launched in 2017 to engage the community. This is some early attempt at community governance. There's some concerns around this idea. I like it in general, Yes, but guys, we need your feedback. I talked to the guys. Actually, if there is some like sensible feedback, I think they will take it into account. So, but the idea is pretty good because if something can be staked, you have liquid staking for this. So this is how like DeFi works. It's not exactly DeFi, but it's close. If you can stake a token, there is a protocol that can be built on top, which is called liquid staking, which works with tokens in a staked form. So it's inevitable. So I think it makes sense to launch it. Also, there is like a lot of other activities that our marketing department is doing now around the New Year's holidays. So basically, all projects participate on Waves. So check it out. There is some airdrops coming from like each project on Waves. Yes, and as I said, guys, we are starting next week for sure. Like I promise you, we are starting this like massive airdrop campaign for L2MP. And just to to give you some taste, let's do some contest right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna tweet now, like a new tweet, and at the end of this AMA, I will check the comments, and the top comment will get 10,000 L2MP, which is around $100 now. Not much, but it will be much bigger. It should be much bigger soon. So once again, I'm tweeting now. I will share the tweet. You retweet it and post a comment with your wallet address, obviously. And the top comment in the end of this AMA gets 10,000 L2MP tokens. So let me do it now. I have prepared the tweet. I'm not gonna lie, so I'm not gonna compose it right now. I have it prepared, but it took me like 10 seconds before this AMA started. So I'm retweeting. Tweeting. Yep, I will share it. And I will write down the terms of this contest again. Here we go. Retweet and comment. Retweet and comment. Okay, so that's it. It took me like 15 minutes, this introduction, because we have a lot of things, and I skipped over like a lot of other things, so that I didn't mention, but I can mention them if you ask me. So I'm checking out your questions. Let's go. Let's scroll a little bit higher. And basically, yeah. So breathing, yes. CME commented on my breath. Thank you very much. So I'm starting from this. What is the detailed solution for SERF? There's going to be some swap for L2MP, but we need to understand the price. And I haven't managed to do it yet. But I will, because it requires some diligence, I would say. Any ETA for the swap, I think would be end of December would make sense, I guess. But I have to think, obviously before the launch, right? The ratio has to be determined yet. I can't just tell you now and apologize later. What about L2MP, how it works? It's a mining token of this like units network. You stake it with some node, with one of the existing nodes on Waves, and you get a unit 0 token. Similar to how it works now with Waves. You stake your Waves to some node and you get staking interest. The same here, but in this case, you don't stake Waves for now. Later, you'll be also able to stake Waves. But now you stake L2MP and you get unit 0, which will start from 0 because there is not going to be any unit 0 tokens at the beginning. Pete S. What's Pete S? Yeah, Pete S didn't really work out yet, but we will make another attempt. Maybe on Smart Chain or Arbitrum or Optimism on some like cheaper chain. What will be the first project to run on Units network? I think I have some ideas where I'm talking to some people, but I can't tell you exactly yet. But a very important project will be some interface, right, for launching new chains using Unit 0 and Waves. So basically, the most important application on Unit will be this application, the app that allows you to launch new sidechains. And this is very important because our goal is to create a very simple bootstrapping mechanics for launching your own side chain, L2 chain, your own blockchain for your D app. As I tweeted right now, it might happen. I'm not so sure because blockchain technology is going not into the direction that I expected, actually. But it looks like, I think in the near future, every D app will have its own chain. And in this scenario, our goal is to enable a very simple process to create new sidechains, who will be able to make a very simple process in terms of like incentives and also in terms of like user flow will be the winner. So we want to compete in this. Yeah, we want to participate in this competition. And we don't use, for example, zero-knowledge proofs for now, because I think there is like easier ways to do it. And zero-knowledge is quite complicated. And it's almost ready for production, but probably it's not exactly there yet, but it's coming. So they're gonna work it out, I think. Yeah, so they're gonna crack it, and actually we will integrate zero-knowledge in Units, but a bit later, because it allows for it. Don't forget to add the power. Yeah, I remember on Monday it will be done. Waves Megapump is coming. Okay, actually it would help to resolve some problems on Waves. So I'm not against it, guys. Carlos, hi, our Spanish ambassador. Hi, Carlos. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Is WCT proposal an attack vector? No, it's not, because there is only 100 power that the guys want Mother protocol to mint. So it's not gonna move the needle, in my opinion. It's not so much. But I understand where you're coming from. I think the community can work a bit more on this idea. Fractional reserve system. It's liquid staking, man. It's inevitable. It's inevitable in DeFi and similar systems, because if you have a stake token, you can operate directly with stake tokens, circumventing the need to stake it, so you can basically build a token on top, which allows you to use stake tokens. This is how Curve and Convex relate to one another. I think it's inevitable. In this simple setup, we can actually create more elaborate setups, yeah? But in this case, I think we wouldn't have tokens at all, But if you have like simple setup when you represent something, some value with a token, liquid staking is sort of inevitable. So somebody will launch it for power sooner or later, and the guys from Russian FAT community want to do it now. So why not? I retweet my tweet. Yeah, once again. I have one question, Sasha. Will ask, man. Will L2MP have any use after eventually it will be phased out? So it's like a temporary token. It allows L2MP holders to get most of the supply for the first year and sell it and forget it, and go away from Waves forever if they want. So the goal is to basically help resolve the issues and bootstrap the new network. So it's a temporary token, and it will be phased out gradually. Its importance will diminish and will be reduced to nothing in the future. Yep. Okay, so I've caught up with the comments. Did the WCT proposal follow the protocol where the first step for a proposal? Maybe not, yeah. So you should tell the guys. They're the guys, pretty well-known guys in the Russian community. They're not attackers. I think so. I even met one of them in real life in Dubai. You will come to one man. It's like not the price. It's like we launch the new version of Waves protocol, which is called Waves 1.5. It has no relation to the price. SC, a long question, so I will summarize. Yeah. So I will explain the situation. I think that XTN price should go up once we have launched units. So we basically have to take that XTN to pay investing. Because we can't generate it out of the thin air, unfortunately. So there was some surplus in that account that assumed all the bad debt on Virus. And that surplus is used to basically pay to users who have other stock liquidity, such as BTC, Ethereum, and other assets there. There is not enough XTN for people who have USDT, USDC liquidity, so this is a problem here. So the plan for those guys remains the same. We need to grow the value of XTN, basically through miners buyback, which is happening constantly, and also through reducing its supply, because people are able to swap it into L2MP. So it's like combined different directions, so there is like two-prong approach, basically. Yeah, so it's not like one approach, but different diversification of the solutions, And we need to grow the value of XTN, and we need to enable you to swap into L2MP and to unit zero eventually. And if unit zero price is good, and we're going to be working on that, so in this case, we will have to make sure that the price is satisfactory, right? you will have this incentive to swap your liquidity on Virus into L2NP and correspondingly into Unit Zero token. So this is a goal now because there is just too much, unfortunately, too much stock USDT, USDC for us to compensate it the way we compensate Bitcoin. Because for Bitcoin, we can offer like market exchange rate, because there is enough exchange for this. But for USDT, USDC, no, there is not enough. That's how it came down, so unfortunately. And we can't generate new XTN out of thin air, because in this case, other people, who hold XTN now would be very unhappy, because it would increase the free float and would decrease the price, obviously. When waves at Ethereum, yes, you should contact support or remind me. You can message me, guys, because there is very many messages that I'm getting, but I'm actually replying to all of them, I guess, but not immediately. So sometimes I just have some free time. I mean, not so busy, and I just go through all the messages and I reply to everyone. Solana and ADA pumping hard. When waves is not pumping, I'm not not really pumping, but it's going up. Yeah. Well, retweet. Why it's not pumping? Because you're not retweeting, guys. Retweet. Very simple. Have been waiting for months for XTN. Yes, I will forward your comment to responsible people now. Again, they can release it slowly. Yeah. Man, it's not. It's okay. No, I won't make fun of people who confuse the version of protocol with the price, because it's okay. I'm used to everything by now. If every user on Virus decided to vest all BTC, how many? It's okay, basically, because this was live for a week. And I think everyone who wanted to swap did that. So my calculation was approximately right. So there was enough XTN at current rates to enable the release of locked liquidity in assets other than stables. So as far as understood, we have almost resolved this, at least in terms of roadmap, because there was some stock liquidity on Virus, which was not real. People did some looping, and they borrowed to get out of it. So those people won't come back, I think. So what you see on Virus is not exactly the reality. I think the real stock liquidity is a bit less. Retweet if you want something to pump, guys. If you don't ask what Waves can do for you, ask what you can do for Waves. There is no other plan for the Virus deprecated market except for waiting. So if you don't want to swap in anything, man, so let me be very, very clear. I understand the situation is not good, and I'm not saying that it's good. I'm saying that it's bad, actually. But if you don't want to swap into anything, you have basically two options now. You can swap into XTN and wait and sell or stake XTN somewhere in some pool and get some profit. Or you can basically exit fully in L2NP with Oriel stake, with all your stake, and wait until we have launched units. You have two options. And there is this third option, do nothing. In this case, you will have to wait for the clarity regarding the first two options, So you have to wait and see how those first two options work out, So I would actually swap into something, So maybe like diversify like in three parts, like one third goes to L2MP, the other another one third goes to XTN, and you keep the rest, something like that. But if you because we are trying to create some like mechanisms to resolve this, so that's why we are creating this like XTN vesting units network. And if you choose not to do anything and wait, you will have to wait until those two options have been implemented, So it's gonna take you, in any case, more time. So I would suggest to diversify and swap at least partially. In the news about Numeris DAO, yes, I'm like, I have to promote it more. So I'm thinking how to like promote it more efficiently. There is like 1 million XTN that is needed to launch it. Half of it is going to NSBT buyback, and the other half goes to supporting the development. And it would be good if we could actually rate it, that money, because people don't work for free. And also half of it goes to basically pumping NSBT, So I will maybe have like a separate AMA once again to explain the idea and close the treasury. Surf to L2 should be set at. No, it's not gonna happen like that, man. No way. Unfortunately, no, you can't, because it's just math doesn't really add up in this scenario. Think about it yourself, because I think people spend much less on Surf than the potential the potential value in L2 tokens. So I understand that if they make profit, that is going to be good, but it can be like so disproportionate, So we have to basically find the average price and distribute L2MP based on that average price. Yeah, and like finding this average price is quite tricky. So it requires some time and some attention. Why I can't swap USDT WXG to L2MP directly? I think it will be enabled. Yes. Because why not? Can you tell me what is the fair price at the moment for one waste, in your opinion, in dollars? Like, that I really hate discussing the price of anything. So like, but if you like ask seriously, I can give you like a serious answer, right? So just a factual answer. Waves is very heavily oversold. That's it. That's all I can say. You can see it, like, if you know basic technical analysis, you can see it for yourself. All the rest is basically false. Not what I wanted to hear. Yeah, see me, but you need to understand that it's impossible. So if we do it, actually, we won't be able to maintain the good price for unit zero. And the trick to success here is to make sure that we achieve 100 million market capitalization for unit zero during the first year. This is the goal. I'm not saying like 1 billion, no, but I'm not saying 1 million. We need to have 100 million, and then everyone is going to be happy. So let's just do it, okay? Let's just do it together. If you can make some calculations regarding surf, I invite you to do so and come up with your version of this. Evgeny Saev is proposing basically to do it. Great. If you could do it, that's awesome. Do it. Yeah, okay, I'm just like, something distracted me, some message, but it's okay. So guys, are you retweeting? Let me check. Yeah, only 12 retweets, but basically, guys, yeah, where's your comments? Okay, so you have 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. So it's 5:53. So it's 7 minutes to 6 in Dubai. So at 6 at 3 minutes past 6, I'm checking the Twitter and I will tell you who the winner will be. You have 10 minutes to post your wallet and retweet. Also, that this includes ambassadors, because ambassadors do it to receive 10% in staking. So like, it applies to you as well, guys. Yeah. So guys, as for Surf, I think it requires a separate discussion. We can have it now, actually, so you can post here, but probably I won't dwell on it. We can just discuss it separately. What's next week? Good question. Galka always on top of things. Next week we start in any case. So we will have a better website for units, more flashy and more like appealing. And we are starting with airdrop of staked L2NP to attract more people. This is the most important thing. What else? Let me check my notes. Ambassadors, guys. So starting from the next week, we are actually turning the ambassador program on properly, because we have this test run for a month, and the second month will be the month of growth. So if you want to participate, please stake your power in the ambassador DAO next week. Also, there's going to be some airdrop of staked power to attract more people. So this is very important. Yes, so basically everything is centered around units for the next 3 months, I guess. Promotion, marketing campaigns, everything is centered around units. So if we are able to launch it properly, we're gonna do fine. So let's focus on this. Also, guys, trade Pete. You can trade it for a couple more weeks to participate in the trading competition. Check all the protocols that are running on Waves, because there is a lot of interesting things. Actually, Rome stablecoin that Puzzle Vladimir has launched. It's very interesting, basically, because it allows you to use LP tokens from Puzzle as collateral. And those pools are very profitable, around like 20% APY. So it's a very good product, actually. Also, Neutrino protocol is moving forward, and there's going to be some news soon. As I explained during the last AMA, most probably they're going to be launching on Ethereum chains now to attract real liquidity, which we have problems with, unfortunately, but we're working on this. What else? What else? Units is coming. This is the most important. Swap your stock liquidity if you have into L2MP, at least partially, because L2MP staking and unlimited swaps are coming to an end soon. Why is the TWG is falling in price? Yes. I think, yes, we will enable also this, the swap of WXG into L2MP. I wanted to do that before, but now it's time, I think. After the Unit 0 launch, how long do you think it will take for the next layer to launch? I will be working on some company launching their own chain ASAP now, after we launched Unit 0. So this is a very important piece of business development. I can't tell you who exactly, but there will be someone. Okay, guys, so you have like 4 minutes more to retweet and post your comment with your wallet. We don't have that many people now, but people that we have are really devoted to Waves. And I think it is very important to have your core community. It doesn't have to be big, because you can grow from there, you know. So if you have a core, you can grow it, right? So this is what we have, because we have a core community, which is not so big, but it's very tight, you know. So we have everything we need. How much has WG prices improved since the buybacks have begun? Not much, unfortunately, because WX fees are still very low. And this is a problem. Of course, I'm not saying that, you know, everything is fine. No, this is not fine. But as I said during like previous AMAs, we have some new projects in the pipeline, which should help us increase the volumes and the fees correspondingly. First, it will be synthetics, and also we will have futures. So the team is working on it. We're a little bit restricted in terms of like development power, you know, because there is some heavy budget constraints. But it's coming, guys, it's coming. And it's a matter of time. Also, as I said, the success here is a combination of different approaches, you know. So on one hand, we need to increase the fees on WX in any case because we use them to buy back WG tokens. But also there is other approaches here. For example, there is going to be this option to swap your WG tokens, WG assets into L2NP. So we are trying to approach this from different angles. And with your help, we will succeed. Will half of the profit generated from numerous finance? Yes, part of. I'm not. I think actually, yeah. So basically, there are going to be two parts. The protocol profits will be split into two parts. One will go to Virus takers, and the other to stack liquidity in Virus. Anytime on leverage trading option on WX, I think February. Unfortunately, we don't have that many people now. So if everything works out, and this kind of like bull run, which is happening right now, could really help. Although, probably, that I'm like not too excited about bull runs, but in this case, I'm all for it because it will help resolve the issues. It's not going to make me rich. Hopefully, it will make you rich, guys. But the only important thing for me at the moment is to resolve the issues, because after that, we will be moving forward very fast. This is something that basically holds us back, and WX updates, synthetics are coming. This is the most important thing. What other updates? They have implemented symmetric fees, which is nice. There is some other minor updates coming. The next big thing is synthetics. This is going to be not really synthetics. This is going to be our version, at least WX version of leverage trading, because you will be able to trade them with leverage. About actually good comment, but you actually do boost it, So yeah, but you need. So Marcus is commenting that it doesn't make sense because he can boost his liquidity on WX by locking WX token, but people don't want to lock for 4 years, So and you don't have to do that if you use Xly, because Xly have some tokens locked. And basically, they lock them for you. They lock WX for you. And basically, if you go through Xly, you don't need to lock anything, which is nice. And Xly is very undervalued, guys. It's a great product, really. Okay, so stop your retweets or reposts, because Twitter is not Twitter anymore. It's something else. Okay, it's not so much action. So guys, let me just this is what I get. I will make a photo of it to prove that I'm not cheating. So, Mr. Perks, our longtime Spanish community member, has won. Congratulations. Please send me your wallet. And I will send you 10K L2MP. Okay, guys, so always a pleasure. Let's wrap it up for now. Pretty important week is coming. Testnet live, the big campaign is starting. Ambassador DAO is like moving forward. So everything is starting to come together. Thank you very much for your help. Thank you very much for staying with Waves, ride on Waves. Till next Friday. I love you all. Have a nice, productive week. Thank you very much. Bye, guys.